Welcome back to the APP Houston Open. We got our women's doubles semifinals matchup coming your way now. Rachel Rettger, you're taking a live look at the 25-year-old. She was our bronze medalist in Mesa, originally from Glen Ellen, Illinois. She is pairing up with Christa Gecheva. They're pictured in the black dress and white hat. 32 years old, out of Costa Mesa, California. She won the silver at the APP Philly, and then quickly shifting over to their opponents. Tammy Emmrich is going to be facing off against Christa and Rachel. Tammy already punching her ticket to Sunday with her mixed doubles partner, Johnson Cola. Tammy Emmrich is partnered up with Mari Humberg for this women's doubles semifinalist. Getting to know Tammy a little bit more. Dom, I love the stories and neighbors for you down here in Bradenton, Florida. She won bronze at the APP Chicago, 31 years old, and like I mentioned, trying to make it to her second match on Championship Sunday. She and Johnson Cola locked in their spot in mixed doubles, and now it's time for her and Mari Humberg to try and get to the spot where they can lock in their place in the women's doubles gold medal match tomorrow. Mari is who you're taking a look at now, 27 years old, hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. She played collegiate tennis at Louisville with the Cardinals, originally from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and recruited by Simone Jardim to play tennis at Michigan State.
Michigan State was too cold, so she went to Louisville, Kentucky instead.
She went to Louisville, Kentucky.
I don't know if we can blame her for Michigan State being too cold, but
you heard me.
So it's going to be a great women's
I can't say any name right, so don't even think about it.
Right.
Semifinals matchup here. Interesting one here is that Christa Gecheva and Rachel Rettger with quite the upset to punch their ticket to this semifinal, taking down Susanna Barr and Megan Fudge in 3 games, winning the third game 11-1. So it's going to be Tammy Emmrich now getting us started in our women's doubles semifinal.
Nice spot there from Gecheva, going back through the middle. Humberg kind of shading the line there a little bit. Thought Gecheva was going to roll it out wide.
Oh, that ball dropping in behind Mari Humberg, initially thinking that's going to go out, but as it goes up and over, she's like, I got to get back to get this. Rettger will take it.
That ball just catches the line. You see Humberg look down and skid a little bit through there.
2-0-1. 2-0-1, the score for Rettger's serve.
Oh, that ball is only just out. Looked like it was going to go much further than it did, but quick dip down there for Gecheva.
2-0-2. On to their second serve, Christa Gecheva, 2-0-2. Side out. Side out here. It's going to be Tammy Emmrich with the serve. 0-2-1. She's been seen around the facility here in Houston with her daughter Gabby. Husband Martin also playing in this tournament. Second serve. Nice spot there from Gecheva.
That's a huge weapon there for Emmrich, coming in with that two-handed backhand. But again, great dig out from Gecheva. There it is right there on attack. You have to be aware of that two-handed backhand. She loves to pull it back across the body. So Gecheva's got to be aware to her backhand side that that's coming.
Looking for the ball over there. Sailed out of the field of play. See if we can find that. So tightly contested here in this first game of our women's doubles semifinals. New ball on the court. 1-2-2. Lost that one underneath the bleachers. 1-2-2 for Mari's serve.
You see Emmrich calling off Humberg, and it's Humberg's forehand. That's how much trust that Humberg has in Emmrich's two-handed backhand right there as well.
Ties us up here in game 1, 2-2-2.
Good ball movement there from Emmrich and Humberg, going out wide behind Rettger. And then Gecheva, both not really moving their feet, getting a little stuck.
Gives them their first lead of the game. 3-2-2 for Humberg serve.
Side out.
Humberg manages to get a paddle on it, but just really a deflection and more of a hit.
And the body language going, oh, I can't believe I didn't get that back up and over.
So it's going to be a side out. Rettger with the serve.
That was the spin of Humberg's return added to the spin of Gecheva's drop, which then added to the spin of Emmrich's topspin roll, which pushed it into the net.
Repeat that one 3 times.
Yeah.
Fast.
I mean, it was so.
The spin of the spin of the spin of the 3 ladies
Just created more spin.
More spin.
Whoa. Sounds like math.
That is Chad Nye's technical term for this match.
Well,
Thank you.
Think about it this way,
We'll be
right?
here all weekend.
When the backspin return comes, it's creating more topspin for the topspin third.
Right. Well, I know what you're talking about.
I know. I'm just trying to explain it to you.
Thank you. Thank you. But
So
when we
then it
try and
helps
explain it to
to
everyone,
explain to everybody
it makes it
else.
that much more difficult.
Clear as mud here
Yes.
in the booth.
Yes.
Christa Gecheva finding the feet of Tammy Emmrich.
Well, good adjustment right there from Gecheva, anticipating the ball cross her body. She blocked the first one. What Emmrich will do with the two-handed backhand when she gets it, if she's going to go cross, she'll usually push it.
Pushes them onto their second serve. Tammy Emmrich with the serve.
Side out.
Humberg's left a couple balls just a fraction short, especially when you hit with a lot of backspin. If you cut that too quickly, it doesn't get the extension, it doesn't get the depth that you need.
Great spot there from Humberg. She went to the middle first, and she pulls Rettger to the middle, and then she goes back behind her to the forehand side.
Yeah, we're taking a look at here. The quick forehand rolls. One down in the middle, one cross body.
Side out.
Side out here after a little exchange there. Quick paced. So it'll be Emmrich and Humberg with
4-3-1.
chance to extend their lead. 4-3-1, the score for Tammy Emmrich serve.
Second serve.
Just too big there from Emmrich. She read it right, but she took that paddle, or that elbow back behind the body, which then took the paddle back. Almost just needs to sit there like she's leaning against the wall, allow the power of the speed up
4-3-2.
to create the power for her.
Great placement there. Tammy Emmrich finding the spot right in the middle past Gecheva and Rettger.
Well, that's a good job from Emmrich. And what she did, she didn't pull that one across the body. That time she went down the middle.
Gives them a 5-3 lead here on their second serve from Mari Humberg.
Side out.
Humberg looking down the court there, but I think again it's more of the return of the spin on the return there from Gecheva And then Humberg let that ball get just a little too close to the body. She pulls off of the swing.
Second serve. 3-5-2.
3-5-2 for Rettger serve.
Side out.
Big
Time.
vanish there from Humberg again. That ball popped up. As soft as she likes to play, again, you leave a ball up to her, she's going to punish you.
Side out. 5-3-1. Second serve.
Leaves that cross-court slicing dink, I believe, just a little bit short.
Yeah, again,
5-3-2.
Humberg just rushing onto that ball a little bit. The bounce is giving us some trouble.
Big overhead there from Rettger, and that's perfectly done right at the feet of Mari Humberg. Humberg checking the ball out right now.
It's the speed up there from Gecheva to Emmrich. And the 3 shots in a row there that generates that pop-up. Creates that pop-up for Rettger to then finish.
So the ball losing a bit of its shape there after Rettger's overhead. So we're going to get a new ball, but turns out I do believe it was the original ball. They found it out from underneath the bleachers. So Christa Gecheva with the serve.
Second serve.
And again, just cutting that one a little short.
3-5-2.
When you find that you're leaving balls short, just focus on keeping the ball on the paddle a little bit longer.
Side out.
That ball's sailing long. So it's going to be a side out. Back on the side of Emmrich and Humberg. Up 5-3 here. But it has been quite a few service sides since we've seen any points scored.
Second serve.
Oh, the heavy spin. That ball cut back into the body of Humberg.
Forehand cut there from Gecheva. Heavy cut.
5-3-2.
Throws Humberg off.
Side out.
Yeah, again, the footwork from Humberg just a little
3-5-1.
inconsistent. Can't quite find the rhythm right now.
That was another one, Chad. The spin of the spin of the spin on the third shot right there, because Gecheva forehand cut her serve, and then Humberg cuts it back.
4-5-1. Point.
Nice combination there from Gecheva and Rettger.
Ties us up at 5-all.
5-5-1.
5-5-1. Gecheva and Rettger still on their first serve here in this first game.
Point.
Yeah, right now,
Timeout receivers.
Emmrich and
6-5-1
Humberg
minute.
aren't doing enough with their returns or their fourth shots to really put any pressure on Gecheva and Rettger. They've allowed them back into this one. And Gecheva and Rettger have stepped up and really applied the pressure. A couple of nice finishes from Rettger the last couple of points.
I've just seen too many middle balls right now.
Yeah.
I've seen both Humberg and Emmrich go to the middle just a little too much. I'd like to see Emmrich, when she gets that two-handed backhand, pull it back across the body of Gecheva. That's where she had some success. She found one in the middle, and Gecheva didn't recognize it. but now she's gone to the middle a couple too many times. I'd like to see her go back across the body of Gecheva with that speed up.
So Gecheva and Rettger with the lead, forcing Emmrich and Humberg to take a timeout here. Trying to slow this momentum down.
1 timeout remaining. Servers 2 timeouts remaining.
Little 3-0 run that Gecheva and Rettger have put together. 6-5-1
Time in. 6-5-1.
for Gecheva's serve.
Second serve.
Good communication right there from Emmrich and Humberg, because what happened was Gecheva hit a really good cut serve to the sideline and pulled
6-5-2.
Emmrich wide, and she had to end up staying. Oh, Humberg trying to do just a little too much right there.
Wants that one back. Look at this overhead again.
7-5-2.
7-5-2. The score for Rettger's serve.
Side out. Yes. Five, 7-1. Point.
Oh, I like the reach in from Gecheva, but she tries to go too cute to the sideline. She's just got to roll that back down the center service line. That's her spot right there.
6-7-1.
6-7-1, the score for Humberg.
Excellent transition there from Emmrich. Each time getting that ball down below the net. And then Gecheva tries to roll it cross court, but it gets a little too low on it.
So another timeout called on the court. This time it is Gecheva and Rettger who call for it after Humberg and Emmrich go on a little 2-0 run of their own to tie things up at 7-all. Tightly contested this first game of our women's doubles semifinals here in Houston. Seems like we always have a bit of a feeling out period at the beginning of these matches, but this almost is lasting longer. The feeling out process is seems like we're, you know, normally it's like 2 or 3 points, and then we start to figure out, okay, this is whoever's style, and these are just going blow for blow. These women are. Fight through these points.
Time in. 7-7-1.
Mari Humberg with the serve and an opportunity to take the lead here in game one.
Second serve.
Instead, on to their second serve.
7-7-2.
Gecheva with the forehand into the net.
Yeah, I mean, that ball is there for Rettger. She kind of rushed it just a little bit. You see here as it flattens out.
And it's a high part of the net, too. It's so hard to do that right there.
8-7-1, the score for Tammy Emmrich.
So there was again, she pulled trigger middle. She has an opportunity to go left hip of Gecheva, and she doesn't go with it.
Well, you saw Rettger take a step to the middle there before Emmrich even sped that one up. She knew where she was going with it, sat on that two-hand backhand, and went right back into the hip of Humberg.
And there it is. I think that's the, let's say weakness, but that's the spot that Emmrich and Humberg need to go, is to the sidelines right now.
7-8-2 for Rachel Rettger's serve.
Side out.
It's such a tough return to try to drive off of there when it's got that heavy backspin and it's staying so low. like we said, when that ball is coming, that return is coming with backspin, when you try to go topspin with it from that low ball, it adds more of the topspin to it, and it's more likely to dive into the net.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Gecheva puts more spin on a ball from a normal, regular position than most players do.
Lately, yes. I was actually talking to her after Philadelphia. She used to, when she was playing tennis, she used to put a lot of spin on the ball. When she started playing pickleball, she was putting a lot of spin on the ball. She tried to get rid of that and go away from it. Then, when she was in Philadelphia and she was playing singles, because of the wind, Simone was putting spin to Christa, and she's like, hey, you know what? I used to do that. Why'd I stop doing it? And now she's brought that spin back into her game.
Side out.
I mean, even that drop over there to the sideline on Emmrich, she cuts it so it's going to move away from Emmrich.
7-9-1.
7-9-1, the score for Christa Gecheva's serve.
Point.
Just a little too big there from Humberg, trying to keep Gecheva and Rettger deep.
8-9-1.
But with that ball, just adding the topspin, getting a ball to kick up is enough.
That serve, excuse me, sailing deep off the paddle of Gecheva. So it'll be Rachel Rettger. Second serve here, 8-9-2.
Side out.
Rachel giving us her own commentary on that one.
Well, you know when you
call
go
yourself out full name, like
by
full
your middle name,
you know you did something wrong. Yes.
9-8-1.
9-8-1 after the side out here for Humberg serve.
Oh, that ball's
Point.
Some confusion about whether that ball was out or not.
I did not see it. No.
not too sure there. We'll take a look at the replay. I think that ball's in from that angle on the replay.
So the ball called in, pushes it over to the second serve. Tammy Emmrich with it.
It's a good step over and good spot there from Humberg. You know, I'd like to see Emmrich with the speed up, kind of go something elevated at Gecheva, and then Humberg steps over here and goes into the body, really handcuffs Gecheva there.
Sets up a game point opportunity here. Tammy Emmrich with the game point on her paddle.
Side out.
Ooh, footwork again there from Humberg. Little misstep.
So it'll be a side out. Opportunity here.
8-10-1.
Rachel Rettger with the serve, 8-10-1.
Second serve.
Mari Humberg staying in that point finally with, I believe it was an overhead to finish it.
Yeah, good aggression there from Humberg. Nice forehand rolls going across the body of Rettger, creates the ball that finally gets up high enough that she can finish with the overhead.
Side out.
So a scoreless service side for Rettger and Gecheva sets up another game point opportunity here for Tammy Emmrich and Mari Humberg.
10-8-1. Second serve.
That's all about the spot there from Rettger. Doesn't overhit it. Medium pace speed up.
10-8-2. Side out.
That was
cut.
Who can cut more?
So Rettger and Gecheva holding strong
8-10-1.
defensively. Yet another opportunity to cut this lead.
Second serve.
Instead, it's Gecheva leaving the drop a little bit short.
Timeout. Service.
Yeah, Gecheva rushes
8-10-2,
that
1
one.
minute.
Moves through the ball, never gets that solid base. You need those legs to have that base to be able to push and extend from. The feet still moving. Becomes very difficult to do.
Timeout here from Rettger and Gecheva. Trying to get back in this. Been a good battle here. Very impressed, though, with the play of Gecheva and Rettger here. Again, you can come off a real high, taking out the 1 seed, and then come in and get flat. They have not done that. They have come in and played really well this matchup as well against the 5 seed. So very impressed so far here with Rettger and Gecheva.
These are two teams that are playing together for the first time on the APP Tour this season. And a lot of times we see some communication issues, but really that has not been the story of this game. Just some mishits, and
No timeouts remaining.
it's been a very closely contested game 1 here. Taking a look at the Lexus VIP area.
8-10-2.
Good place to go cool off, get some snacks, stay hydrated.
Point.
Gecheva
there finding a good spot.
Well, Emmrich floated this dink to the two-handed backhand of Gecheva.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she didn't speed that one up.
She wanted to pull it back flat and kind of go to her backhand on a dink, but again,
9-10-2.
these are just a little too high.
9-10-2. Opportunity to tie things up here for Gecheva and Rettger.
Side out.
Instead, a little bit of confusion in the middle.
The first one.
I know, I
Six.
just
That's on
said it.
AJ.
Yep.
I'll take
All on
it.
AJ.
Hey, if you make it all the way through game 1 practically without there being confusion and your first time playing as women's doubles partners in the tournament,
Yeah, but you hadn't mentioned it, and then you did, and then they had it.
I didn't know it was jinxable. My
Yep.
bad.
Everything's jinxable.
I'll take it.
It's like
Tammy
talking
Emmrich
about a no-hitter.
with the serve. Chance to win it here.
Good spot there from Emmrich to finish it off.
2 minutes.
It took them a few more game point opportunities than they would have liked, but Tammy Emmrich and Mari Humberg get it done here in game 1 of our women's doubles semifinals of the winner's bracket. We'll have game 2 when we return.
18 years from tonight, Grant Gill will become a legend when he totally kills it at his improv class's graduation performance. Knees will be slapped, suds will be sprayed. People won't know what hurts more, their cheeks or their sides. That's why he's already keeping himself in shape and razor sharp today with health tips and wellness tools from AARP to help make sure his health lives as long as he does. Because the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
From the Volpe family to yours. Fine cured meats we've been crafting since 1902. Our secrets are simple. Care comes from the time it takes to do things right. Character comes from the hard work and determination it takes to make it. Craft comes from the traditions passed down over 4 generations. Delicious doesn't need to be complicated. That's the Volpe way, where passion and love go into everything we do. From John and Armando and Lorenza and Diana. From our family to yours.
We started this mission in tennis about 5 years ago. We've been perfecting our craft and our tools. We now see a phenomenal opportunity to take all that and bring it into pickleball to support an emerging ecosystem that's booming. And it's a super complementary partnership for us. With the experience and the existing events that are up and running, the recreational element of APP, it's a fantastic 1 + 1 is going to equal 4. So we're thrilled to be partnering with APP.
Welcome back to the APP Houston Open. Taking a look at Houston Memorial Park in Houston, Texas, our venue for this event. And it is a really cool spot, I must say. Outside of all the pickleball facilities, a lot of runners and walkers, volleyball courts. Cool place. Tammy Emmrich and Mari Humberg take game 1. Start game 2 here against Rachel Rettger and Christa Gecheva with the side out.
Well, you kind of need to get out and walk around and run around and everything else after you've sat in 45 minutes worth of traffic to go 3 miles. I love the food in Houston, though. I'm going to tell you that much. Plenty of good restaurants around here. That was the highlight for my place.
Pacific Coast Tacos. Shout out. Been there 3 times since I've been here.
Wow.
Love it. Great tacos. And like 5 seconds from the hotel.
Yes, that is one really good thing about this venue is that there's a lot of restaurants close by.
0-0-2 for Humberg serve.
Ooh, Rettger almost picked that one up.
Well, there it was right there. So Emmrich goes, watch her go cross. Oh, a little behind that, but she goes cross speed up. Gecheva gets it, but it's popped up, and Humberg's there to put it away. Oh, whoa, look out.
The around the post from Tammy Emmrich.
Well, Gecheva went, and Chad tried to get the ball, but was still connected to his headphones. So Chad, we almost lost Chad.
And AJ. It was actually almost a double takedown there. But the ball is back in the field of play.
And Chad is half okay.
All is well.
I tripped over the tripod of the light. I knew my headset was still connected, but I tripped over the tripod.
Side out.
Humberg with the forehand into the net. So it's going to be a side out here. Gecheva and Rettger with an opportunity to get on the board here in game 2. Rachel Rettger with the serve.
Second serve.
Yeah, good job by Emmrich and Humberg, moving the ball around nicely.
0-2-2. Side out.
Good ball there from Emmrich. Takes that ball nice and early. Again, goes back behind Gecheva.
So a side out here, and it's Tammy Emmrich and Mari Humberg with an opportunity to extend this lead. Timeout called on the court by Rachel Rettger and Christa Gecheva.
We got something coming, don't we?
I believe we have our SunMed recovery moment of the match that we are waiting to get queued up here. With the timeout called on the court, Emmrich and Humberg picking up right where they left off from game 1. Here it is.
This may be of the year.
I caught the headphones, though.
Yeah, poor AJ up in the corner going, hey, I almost lost.
I just work here.
I caught the headphones. The headphones did not touch the ground.
That is just
it was, I blame this thing right here. I was trying to go for the headset off and go, and I tripped and caught.
It's what we work
It was safe.
It's there.
Oh, well, everyone's fine. We're all fine.
We're fine.
Everything's good.
Fine. Everything's good here in the booth. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, everybody on the court's turning around looking at us right now. Tammy's kind of side-eyeing us.
She's not happy with our...
Oh, my God, what's going on right now?
We're good.
What's going on? Tammy Emmrich, Mari Humberg up 3-0 here in Game 2 of our women's doubles semifinals matchup. Emmrich with the serve.
Second serve.
That's an excellent job from Rettger there. She was in a tough situation, tough spot in that transition area. Just blocked that ball back, got it down below the net a couple of times.
Side out.
Humberg leaving that one short, so it'll be a side out here. Gecheva and Rettger doing the best they can out of that timeout, getting the ball back on their side without any points being scored.
0-3-1.
Still looking for their first points of this second game. It'll help off the tape there for Rettger's serve.
Point.
Rettger speeds it up right at the paddle of Humberg. Doesn't have time to react.
Emmrich kind of in between of what she wanted to do right there. Ends up trying to flip it middle, but flips it a little too high. Rettger sitting all over that two-handed backhand.
1-3-1.
1-3-1, the score for Rettger's serve.
Second serve.
Good top spin there from Humberg. Uses a lot of wrist on that forehand roll. That's what generates the top spin. Goes from bottom to top of the ball.
That's so good by Humberg, taking that ball out of the air. If she lets that bounce, Gecheva's able to recover and get into position. She takes it out of the air, and this doesn't allow Gecheva to get there in time.
Point.
I thought that was going to be a tough pickup there for Gecheva after how much backspin Humberg put on that one in the transition on her fifth.
Second serve.
Here, Emmrich talking to herself as she walks back, telling herself she's so lazy.
I feel like that's something we've heard a few players sort of commenting to themselves today. Rob Nunnery, another one who was saying he was lazy, sloppy with his footwork too. I wonder if that's a little bit of the heat playing into it.
Yeah, the footwork's the first thing to go once fatigue starts creeping in.
And like Andre Diescu, Tammy Emmrich, another one to play well into the evening yesterday. Their mixed doubles partner, Johnson Cola.
That's a good speed up there and combination from Gecheva, but it was the double take back on that final forehand that threw the timing off.
That's good movement there from Rachel Rettger. She had Humberg on the string right there, controlling her every movement, pushed her back off the line, then goes to the middle and doesn't go to the middle enough that Emmrich could cover. She forces Humberg to come in and play that last ball.
Point.
Again, Emmrich getting caught with her feet, one foot back behind the other, not fully in the position.
That ball sailing long, so it's now Gecheva and Rettger tying things up here in game number 2, trailed by as much as 3 points already early on here in game 2. Chance to take the lead now, though. Some great gets there by Gecheva and Rettger, but Humberg relentless.
Well, Rettger upset with herself because she's like, not that one, because that was probably the easiest one of all 4 of those after 3 overheads and then a ball pushed towards the middle.
4-4-1.
So it'll be a side out. Tammy Emmrich with the serve. The speed up there from Mari Humberg, and she finishes it off with authority with the overhead.
Yeah, good patience and good ball movement there from Emmrich and Humberg. Finally gets that ball up just enough from Rettger that Humberg can reach in, speed that up. And then the relentless forehands.
Emmrich fighting off Humberg, going, get out of my way. I'll take this with the two-hander.
Thank you very much for letting me hit
Yes, thank you, Mari, for letting me hit that. I'll take that all day.
Giving themselves a 2-point lead here in game 2. 6-4-1 for Emmrich serve.
Oh, nice little flick there from Humberg in the middle. But we're laughing about the ball before, but there's a reason why Emmrich wanted to take that, is because she started the first 2 balls before that, right? So she was engaged in that point with her 2 forehands, and then she got the pop-up, and she was literally like, I got this started, let me finish it, I'm already engaged. You see that a lot in players, is when you get that started, you want to finish that. And a lot of times, even though it is the backhand, it's not that bad of an idea. Because a lot of times you'll get that started, go 2, 3, 4 balls, then your partner steps in and makes a mistake.
No mistakes made recently, though, for Mari Humberg, and Tammy Emmrich take a 3-point lead here in game 2. 7-4. They took game 1, 11-9. So they can punch their ticket to the women's doubles winners bracket final if they can take this second game here on championship court.
Receivers, no timeouts remaining. Servers,
Christa Gecheva and Rachel Rettger, though, we saw in game 1, certainly know how to fight back into points, into games, excuse me. So
7-4-1.
have some work to do here, though, because Emmrich and Humberg still on their first serve and up by 3.
Oh,
Humberg lets that one go.
Couple of inches in right there. It's the edge guard from Rettger that saves her a little bit on that.
Pushes them onto their second serve. Gecheva reaching in to try and get that one, but also off the edge guard.
It's not a bad move there from Gecheva. She's just got to take another full step. If she takes another full step, she's going to get a good paddle on that ball.
8-4-2 for Humberg serve.
Side out.
Gecheva finding a spot in the middle.
So she gets extended right there, does Gecheva. She reads this one nicely. Emmrich had got her a few times, but she reads that one.
4-8-1.
4-8-1. After the side out, Rachel Rettger with the serve.
Gecheva sitting on that one right there, too.
Yeah, good anticipation there from Gecheva, reading the speed up well from Emmrich. Before Emmrich can react, that ball's back on her.
Point.
And now it is Rettger and Gecheva finding a little bit of a rhythm here in this second game.
6-8-1.
6-8-1.
Rachel Rettger with the court coverage there to keep him in that point.
1 minute.
And then the speed up there from Christa Gecheva.
So a timeout called on the court by Humberg and Emmrich. At one point led 8-4 here in this second game, but Rettger and Gecheva gone on a little run here. And before they have this opportunity to tie things up, Humberg and Emmrich, trying to break up that momentum. If you are Tammy Amari, how do you do that?
Well, again, we've seen Emmrich pull the trigger to the left hip of Christa Gecheva. She got her a few times on it. So Gecheva reads that one there. Okay, fine. Now she's read it. Now we got to figure something else out. Now, again, ball movement has been a key for them, too. So if they get the ball moving side to side, moving that ball in and out, creating holes, that's what they need to look for right now.
7-8-1.
Rettger with an opportunity to tie things up here.
Second serve.
Humberg getting a little help off the net.
That thing barely clears the net there for Humberg, but it works to her advantage.
7-8-2. Side out.
Huge timeout there for Humberg and Emmrich.
Get the side out without Rettger and Gecheva adding any more points to their side. So now it's a chance to extend the lead for Tammy Emmrich.
Oh, that's the top spin love right there for Gecheva. Quick snap here on the backhand side. And it lands about a half a foot inside the baseline. Gecheva's anticipation has been extremely good the last few points. I mean, in reality, the whole of this match, but definitely the last couple of points, she's really been dialed in.
When Humberg leaves that ball up right to Gecheva, Gecheva not going to miss that two-hander cross court. And now they are slowing the momentum down of Humberg and Emmrich, back now within one.
And just like that, tie game here in game number 2, Gecheva and Rettger.
Well, Gecheva and Rettger right now have closed off every hole that was there before. There's no holes in their game. No holes in their game, and they have just continued to keep the pressure on, keep balls in play, not allow Emmrich and Humberg to get into a rhythm.
8-8-1. Score for Gecheva's serve here in game 2 of our women's doubles semifinals. Just absurd resets in the middle of that point by Rachel Rettger in particular.
Yeah, some great defense, great resets. She set that point back up, but it's just too much pressure there from Humberg and Emmrich in the end.
Pushes them onto their second serve.
8-8-2.
8-8-2 for Rachel Rettger.
Oh,
Side out.
A little bit of hesitation there from Rettger. She catches that one just late. Back behind that left hip.
So it'll be a side out here. Emmrich and Humberg with a chance to take back the lead here in game 2. They did win game 1. So if they can take this one, then they've punched their ticket to our women's doubles winners bracket final. Are you kidding me? The ball movement, the poise on that point by all 4 of these women.
absolutely incredible get from Humberg in the middle of this to keep them alive. And then Emmrich with the forehand winner down the line.
Sheesh.
9-8-1.
Hard fought, but they get the lead back to Emmrich and Humberg. 9-8-1.
Second serve.
Now the spin through Emmrich off that. Ball never came up. She was anticipating it to come up a little bit higher. Feet were still moving.
9-8-2. Side out.
So they get one back, but Gecheva and Rettger don't let them get any more. Side out here. Trailing just by 1.
8-9-1.
8-9-1, the score for Rettger's serve.
Wow, what a good drop in the middle of that point from Humberg to get him back in after the overhead from Rettger. A great leave right there. Huge point for Emmrich and Humberg.
Pushes Gecheva and Rettger onto their second serve.
8-9-2.
8-9-2 for Gecheva.
Point.
Well, Humberg stood up in the middle of that momentum, or the motion of that swing.
So ties us up again here in game number 2. Whew, this has been fun.
9-9-2.
9-9-2 for Gecheva. Oh,
Water
Gonna
bottle.
replay that one. Water bottle made its way into the field of play.
Call the score.
We're gonna try that one more time. 9-9-2.
Side
Quick
out.
flip in the middle from Humberg right at Gecheva. Gets the side out. Opportunity here. 9-9-1 for Humberg serve.
Second
That's a
serve.
great spot in the middle there from Christa Gecheva, as both Humberg and Emmrich go reaching for it right off the edge guard.
9-9-2.
Should be a huge hold for Rettger and Gecheva right now with no points given up.
And they do hold defensively. Gecheva just finding the spot in the sideline to get that under Emmrich's paddle. So scoreless. Side out here. And now it's another opportunity for Rettger and Gecheva to take the lead.
9-9-1.
Around the post, way too casual from Rachel Rettger.
Well, that's how she had to play, because if she had moved any faster, she would have overrun it. It would have been much more difficult to get that ball back in. Slows herself down nicely. Gets that ball to bounce early.
10-9-1.
Sets up game point opportunity here. Christa Gecheva with the serve. That time, Humberg taking the strong angle out of the reach of Gecheva's paddle.
Well, that's the key on those overheads. Angle over power. Instead of going back and forth to the baseline, Humberg just finds an angle out to the sideline.
Side out.
So after giving up a point, Humberg and Emmrich force the side out. An opportunity here for them to tie things up at 10-all. It's just fitting that this is how this second game is coming to a close after just how tightly contested these four women have been, locked in on every single point.
9-10-1.
Some great pickleball action being played here in Houston.
Gecheva thought she was out of the way of it, and it just grazes her shoulder blade as it goes by.
Well, she was until she wasn't. She didn't quite turn
Confucius say.
out of the way enough.
Oh, wind catches that one.
We're standing right on this line, and as soon as that ball came off of Gecheva's paddle, you could see it floating.
So it's a match point opportunity here. Humberg with the serve. Christa Gecheva not letting the wind have any shot at getting that one.
No, and that's an excellent job there from Gecheva. She reaches in, takes that nice and early, doesn't overhit it, but goes crossbody on Emmrich.
11-10-2.
So a second match point opportunity here. It's going to be Tammy Emmrich with the serve. And again, Gecheva reaching in to finish the point. So 2 match points defended, and now it is Gecheva and Rettger with a shot at tying things up yet again here in game 2.
10-11-1.
Rachel Rettger, 26-year-old, gonna give us a serve.
Second serve.
That ball left short by Christa Gecheva.
Well, Gecheva was trying to go too many times behind Emmrich there to the forehand. She kept running out of room as far as court goes, and then she's going over the high part of the net each time.
Side out.
Yeah, and then takes the frustration out on that third shot drive right there. And 2 missed opportunities, but it'll be 2 opportunities gained here now for Emmrich and Humberg.
Sets him up for a third match point opportunity. Humberg can punch their ticket to the women's doubles winners bracket final right here.
Oh, that ball is just inside the baseline from Rettger. About as deep as she could go.
So here we go.
10-2.
Match point opportunity. Tammy Emmrich with the serve.
Oh, no.
What a get by Tammy Emmrich, and then Rachel Rettger sends it long. Tammy Emmrich and Humberg move on to our women's doubles winners bracket final. What a match. So much fun to watch here in Houston. We'll hear from the winners when we come back.
Dude.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
From the Volpe family to yours. Find cured meats we've been crafting since 1902. Our secrets are simple. Care comes from the time it takes to do things right. Character comes from the hard work and determination it takes to make it. Craft comes from the traditions passed down over 4 generations. Delicious doesn't need to be complicated. That's the Volpe way, where passion and love go into everything we do. From John and Armando and Lorenza and Gianna. From our family to yours.
We save time when we buy and book online at discounttire.com.
Which means more time
Wait, take
for...
a check.
Kyle, it's pickleball.
Every time. 002.
Get 30% shorter average wait time when you buy and book online at discounttire.com.
The APP is presented by Selkirk, Rainstorm, State Farm, and Tervis.
Tammy Emmrich, a constant battle back and forth between Humberg, Emmrich, Rettger, and Gecheva. But it's the get here, and then Rettger standing up just a little too tall, pushes that one deep. Humberg and Emmrich moving on to the winners bracket final, and they're courtside with Dominic Catalano.
All right, here with Mari Humberg, Tammy Emmrich. Congratulations. It was a tough match right there. Again, what's the game plan going in against a team that you really haven't seen much of?
I think Tammy and I talked before. We wanted to start playing our game, trying to get up to the kitchen line as best as possible, and only speed up when we had a chance to actually speed up. The conditions didn't make that very easy, so a little bit of adjustment here and there, but we were able to come through.
And Tammy, talk about the first-time partnership, too, here with Mari. You've already punched your ticket to one championship Sunday. You're one more win away from doing the same thing now here with Mari. What's it like for you?
Honestly, it's been a great weekend. When I was really excited coming into this to play with Mari. We actually didn't even play a practice game before coming into today. We played against each other in a mixed game because she played with Martin yesterday. But I'm just so glad our games complement each other. The conditions weren't so tough, were very tough in this match. But, you know, great competing from their side. And I'm just so glad that we're through now to the winner bracket final and going to try and make it a double day tomorrow.
All right, well, congratulations, ladies. Moving on to that winner bracket final. I'll let you get some rest. We'll take a break here, have our second women's semifinal here on Championship Court at the APP Houston Open.